Technology quietly rewriting the rules of economics, and are we ready for the consequences? In The Price of Tomorrow, Jeff Booth reveals a startling truth. Technology is pushing prices down in ways that directly conflict with the inflation-driven systems our global economy relies on. If we fail to recognize this clash, the resulting tension could drastically alter the way we live, work, and create wealth. Consider this. In 1967, a single megabyte of memory cost $1 million. Today it's practically worthless. This isn't just limited to computers. Solar energy is becoming so cheap that it could soon disrupt the entire energy industry. Self-driving cars are poised to upend transportation, and countless other innovations are driving prices down across industries. This is what Booth calls technology-driven deflation, and it's reshaping the world faster than we realize. But here's the catch. Our economies are designed to thrive on inflation, where prices steadily rise. How do these opposing forces coexist without tearing the system apart? Governments rely on debt to fuel growth. Booth exposes the harsh reality that in the past 20 years, $185 trillion in new debt was needed to generate just $46 trillion in economic growth. That's $4 borrowed for every $1 of growth. Booth argues that this approach is not only unsustainable but is pushing us toward a reckoning. What role do tech giants like Amazon and Google play in this story? Booth reveals that they're not just businesses. They're platforms that aggregate vast amounts of supply and demand. Amazon offers millions of products, often at prices traditional retailers can't compete with. Google gives access to trillions of web pages, essentially for free. This abundance drives prices lower, benefiting consumers, at least for now. However, Booth warns of a dangerous trade-off. These platforms are concentrating power in ways that could stifle competition and innovation, creating monopolies that control vital services, commerce, and even AI infrastructure. Could artificial intelligence make humans obsolete? Booth doesn't shy away from this question. AI is evolving at an extraordinary pace. Just look at AlphaGo Zero, an AI that mastered the complex game of Go in 3 days without any human training. AI is already transforming industries like healthcare, finance, and transportation. It's not just blue-collar jobs at risk. Doctors, lawyers, accountants, and even software engineers may soon face automation. Booth challenges us to consider how we'll adapt to this rapid shift. Will we invest in lifelong learning and prepare people for new industries, or will we let fear paralyze us? Why are we struggling to confront these challenges head-on? Booth points to human psychology. Our tribal instincts and cognitive biases keep us anchored to the familiar. Social media algorithms reinforce these divisions, creating echo chambers that limit our ability to see other perspectives. This fragmentation makes it difficult to tackle solutions that require global, long-term thinking. How can inequality deepen in a world driven by technology? Booth highlights that without intervention, automation could exacerbate existing economic divides. The benefits of technological progress are often concentrated among a small group, tech entrepreneurs, large corporations, and investors, while many workers face job insecurity. Booth argues for policies that redistribute wealth and opportunities fairly, such as universal basic income or access to affordable education and healthcare. Without these measures, the deflationary abundance created by technology may only widen the gap between rich and poor. Are we underestimating how much technology can improve human well-being? Booth presents a hopeful vision where technology is not the enemy, but a tool to enhance lives. He suggests that as technology reduces costs, societies could use the freed-up resources to invest in quality-of-life improvements, better healthcare, education, and infrastructure. For example, advancements in medical technology could lower the cost of life-saving treatments, making them accessible to millions more people. This potential for abundance calls for a shift in mindset from fear of disruption to optimism about creating a better world. Booth's proposals are bold but essential. He suggests a new Bretton Woods agreement to stabilize the global economy. The original Bretton Woods system, created after World War II, pegged currencies to the US dollar, which was backed by gold. This provided decades of financial stability before collapsing in the 1970s. Booth argues that today's floating exchange rates create instability, as countries manipulate their currencies for trade advantages. A modern agreement could curb such behavior and promote cooperation, though getting major economies to agree would be no small feat. Booth also introduces the concept of an abundance mindset. Our current economic systems are built on scarcity. Things are valuable because they're rare. But technology is changing this reality. Information, for example, was once tightly controlled by gatekeepers. Now the internet provides unlimited access. Booth believes that as technology makes essentials like energy, food, and healthcare more affordable, we'll need to rethink our definitions of work and wealth. In a world of abundance, fewer people may need full-time jobs to sustain a comfortable life. But how do we ensure that wealth is distributed fairly when traditional employment models change? This leads to Booth's most controversial point, embracing deflation. Economists typically fear deflation because falling prices can lead to reduced profits, job losses, and decreased consumer spending. But Booth argues that technology-driven deflation is different. It's not caused by a lack of demand but by increased efficiency and productivity. He contends that instead of propping up prices through debt and inflation, we should let technology naturally lower costs. This could free up resources for innovation and improve overall living standards if managed correctly. However, Booth acknowledges the risks. Automation and deflation could displace millions of workers if we fail to adapt. Societies must prioritize education and skill development to prepare for the jobs of the future. Booth emphasizes that technology has always disrupted industries but also created new opportunities. The key is adaptability. We can't afford to cling to outdated ideas about work and value. So, what kind of future do we want to create? Booth challenges us to embrace the opportunities technology offers while addressing its challenges head-on. He reminds us that the future isn't something that happens to us, it's something we shape through the choices and actions today. Before you click on our next video, ask yourself, what steps can you take to help build a world where technology promotes abundance, equity, and opportunity for all?